Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Southern Tea. It's your girl, Lady J, back bringing you, the usual, my commentary on the latest female rap tea and, urban news. But before I get into this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, comment, share, and since you're here, baby, subscribe to my channel. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's start off with some good things. So the queen of rap, Onika Tanya Mirage, has had her song Super Freaky Girl reach platinum status after only being released 2 short months ago. And this is bittersweet because this makes Nicki Minaj the first and only female rapper to have a song released this year in the year 2022 to be certified platinum. And this is not, I'm not about to say this to diminish anybody, but it's just to make simple comparisons because people say that, she's not in demand and that she's old and that she's washed up. But Cardi dropped Hot Shit July 1st and barely went gold a month ago. Megan dropped a whole album in August and I don't believe not one of the songs reached gold status. Her last platinum song was, I think, That Shit. Doja hasn't had a platinum song this year, and Doja is like super duper talented and she, stays on the charts. And, Latto damn sure don't, because she been riding the fuck out of Big Energy's wave. So I just find it so amazing that this woman who has endured so much hate within the industry alone, and then to deal with it from the general public at one point in time, the fact that she still has remained to stay on top is amazing. I, don't think a lot of people have reached this magnitude or this level of success this long into their career, with the exception of, very few like Beyonce and Rihanna and, Taylor Swift, Adele, and, the greatest to ever do it, Michael Jackson. He's relevant decades into his career and even after in death. So you really have to have an insane amount of star power to remain culturally and musically relevant for so long, regardless of age and time. And let's keep it a buck. That's why these rap bitches mad. That's why these bitches stay wanting to get that Nicki Minaj co-sign or that Nicki Minaj feature, because her name ring bells. And all these bitches inspiration, okay? She inspired them in some type of way. And it's so obvious to see within all these rap girls. So that's the real tea. That's why these hoes mad and quick to switch when they don't get that feature or that co-sign. That's why these hating ass niggas mad when they can't smash or get that feature. That's why the men and women behind these corporate giants and machines is mad, because they ain't got sis in a 360 deal to steady strip that ass of some money, okay? She is one of 3 black women who have remained culturally and musically relevant within the past 10 to 15 years. So again, congrats to the queen. Also, she performed at Powerhouse last night and killed it. She looked amazing. She performed some of her classics like, Your Love, Feeling Myself, and, of course, Super Freaky Girl. And she had the crowd singing her songs word for word, child. So, and she even invited some of the barbs on stage and had a little fun. So it definitely looked lit. So, let me know your thoughts on that below. Now, the next topic I want to get into is Dreezy's freestyle to Glorilla's song Blessed. And I want to talk about this because Dreezy don't get the credit she deserves, in my opinion. Her wordplay can be crazy and sis really do be having bars. So if you haven't checked it out, please go do that, okay? She been doing her thing since 18, 19, so since around 2013, 2014, and she has still yet to get the proper recognition as an MC, in my opinion. I always thought Dreezy was talented, but of course I still feel like colorism does still heavily affect those women who are darker skinned, especially within the music industry as it pertains to female rap, because labels want a certain look or an aesthetic that they can market and capitalize off of. It's not that it's impossible to be mainstream or successful with darker skin, it just makes it that much harder compared to someone who doesn't have darker skin, like a Cardi or a Sweetie or a Doja or a Latto. And actually being talented in 2022 is basically a bonus, because a lot of mediocrity in female rap is currently happening right now because labels want a light-skinned chick with a big social media following and a BBL. Let's keep it a buck. And to me, Dreezy rap harder than Latto, in my most humble opinion. And Dreezy has been rapping a little longer than Latto too. I think it, correct me if I'm wrong. And she's not getting a push like Latto in the industry. So, they already got a Grammy reserved for Latto. Okay, so that's why, they removed Super Freaky Girl from, the rap category. So, artists like Doechii, Alvarian Doll, Flo Milli, and even the problematic ass Asian Doll are all really talented when it comes to pushing their pen, but they don't get the push as the female rappers with light skin, even though they be on the same labels and have the same teams. Now, Megan is probably the only exception right now, but Megan is more what I consider to be brown skin than dark skin, which is one of the reasons she barely getting by as it is getting some of the treatment that she does. Like, the rest of her issues come from, being an alleged opportunist, but, colorism does play a part too. But, that's a big combination. But again, I thought Dreezy killed it, and let me know what you thought about that below. Now, the next thing I want to get into is people who apparently been smoking crack, sniffing powder, or going off the Henny, attempting to compare Old Spice, Hot Spice, Ice Spice to the legendary king of pop, Michael Joseph Jackson. So what makes people say that is this viral clip that went around on Wednesday. You bitches and you niggas gotta be smoking a dick, okay? I'm sorry, gotta be. And it's not to disrespect Hot Spice, but baby girl got one viral TikTok song, okay? Wasn't she out in a Houston club last month and it was posted on the blogs and the whole club was like dead, okay? More than likely because they didn't know who she was. It was probably an older crowd of people in their mid to late 20s and 30s. They don't want to hear that shit, okay? The people who are really streaming and paying attention to her and that trash ass song are mostly Gen Z kids on TikTok, because I'm, not even 30 yet and I damn sure ain't listening to that shit. Now, that's not to say Hot Spice can't find success within the music industry, because sis got a fat ass, a nice body, and she's light-skinned. So she has the look that these labels want to market, so she can easily make it in the industry. However, she will definitely need a good team of writers. Maybe Cardi can shoot her Party's number, or she can use Latto's ghostwriter who reference track leaked to Twitter. So, she needs to just, get someone who can, write for her, and get someone or a team of people who can come up with a good marketing plan and market her and promote her and get her some deals. But she is far from being anywhere close to the level of Michael Jackson. She ain't even at the level of Lil' Kim, okay? She got a ways to go. So she already canceled shows that, she had already scheduled with promoters because this low vibrational ass song got to her head, child. Now, speaking of Hot Spice, she recently did an interview and named Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim, and Cardi B as her inspirations. And that's cool. Do I feel like she's being genuine? I don't know. And I'm gonna tell you why. She's playing it safe. And I'm not going to say, she ain't listened to Lil' Kim, but come on now. She was born in 2000. She's a Gen Z kid. What Gen Z kids y'all know was going around consistently bumping some Lil' Kim? Okay? You mean to tell me this girl was in high school from 2013 to 2018 bumping Kim? Kim wasn't even putting out no music. So you mean to tell me you was bumping 90s Kim, early 2000s? I mean, it's possible. She is a New Yorker, but I'm going to go ahead and call cap, because I see this pattern with these new rap girls a lot. They name drop Nicki as an inspiration for a collaboration or a co-sign or just to get her attention. And then they name drop Cardi to be on her good side because she going to be quick to ride that wave. So sis is playing it neutral, playing it safe. And these rap girlies love to name drop Kim as an inspiration, but don't be trying to get no collaboration in with her. And that is what gets me, okay? Kim, she can definitely use it. She's still trying to make music. We already seen Megan Thee Stallion pay her dust. Megan swore she loved Kim so much. She's such an inspiration, but you paid Kim dust when she dropped the remix to Plan B. So like I said, I'm gonna call cap. Also, that new Spicy Ice song that dropped, that Munch 2.0 song, I already can tell this bitch gonna sound the same in every record. But you can let me know your thoughts on that below. Now, the next topic I want to get into is the 2022 People's Choice Award nominations as it pertains to female rap has been revealed, and Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat, and Latto have all been nominated. So congratulations to all those ladies. So Nicki Minaj, Megan, and Doja are all nominated for Female Artist of 2022. Nicki, Megan, and Doja are also nominated for the Collaboration Song of 2022. So Nicki and Lil Baby's Do We Have a Problem is up for nomination. Megan and Dua Lipa's Sweet as Pie is up for nomination. And then Doja Cat and Post Malone's Freaky Deaky is up for nomination in that category. And Doja Cat is also nominated for Social Celebrity of 2022, rightfully so. And then Nicki Minaj is nominated for Song of the Year for Super Freaky Girl, rightfully so. And then there is Lil Latto, who is nominated for New Artist of 2022, even though ain't shit new about her. But because the Big Energy record popped off and was the big record, she now has a buzz, and a buzz means a push or a semi-push from the label. So congrats to all these ladies, and let me know your thoughts below and if you will be tuning in. Now, moving along, I want to get into Dababy speaking about name dropping Megan Thee Stallion in that song called Boogeyman that was on his album he dropped a few weeks ago and had social media in a frenzy for all of 20 minutes. So Dababy did an interview on Hot 97 Ebros with The Morning Show, and Dababy said some important or some key things that probably went over some people's heads. People are saying he's clout chasing by saying he smashed Megan. Well, maybe, but like he said in the interview, if you could read in between the lines, it's something that has already been said and been put out there. Y'all don't remember the lyrics to Cry Baby, okay? In my opinion, from what I'm reading and the timelines, I think they probably was fucking from the time, you know, they first started to collab back in 2019 to 2020, in my opinion. Because Crybaby video was shot and released in 2020. Then in 2019, they had multiple songs together talking about, you know, smashing. And remember that song, Cash Shit? All right, y'all know the lyrics to that shit. All right, that nigga was not capping in that song. So they already been put that shit out there. It's the slow hoes in the back who, you know, they think it's just music, okay? What was y'all saying back then? Oh, that was just her work husband? Shit, nah, okay? So they been had told y'all that they was, you know, smashing. So I don't know why it was taken as a surprise when he said that he smashed Megan in this song explicitly than when it's been put out there. Let's not forget, you know, when they also collabed on Dababy's Nasty song, you know, featuring Ashanti, okay? So they put that in that song too. So why ain't nobody batting out or care when Megan basically said she was smashing Dababy, but he say it for the 20th time in a song, you know, that's not featuring her, and you know, people are mad. So let's keep it a buck. The real reason that he was canceled and flopping is because of what he said about the LGBT community at Real and Loud, in my opinion. That was the real reason. A lot of people, especially a lot of the black community, were disappointed and even upset at him bringing Tory out right after Megan Real and Loud's performance, probably because they seem to have such a good working relationship with the constant collaborations and love shown to each other on social media. But Dababy was being honest when he said he don't change the lyrics and it is what it is. He's just that type of nigga. Honestly, he, you know, y'all know he ignorant. You got niggas like that in the industry. But at the end of the day, they both clearly admitted, and you know, into damn near every collaboration that they had, that they smashed each other, which is why Megan ain't addressed shit when he said this in Boogeyman. This is also the reason, you know, that she was upset at Dababy. The real reason she was upset at Dababy when he brought out Tory Lanez, okay? It wasn't more so about women empowerment and protecting black women, as he alluded to in the interview, okay? Her real issue was he brought Tory out and she wasn't expecting that of him because she was smashing him at one point. She thought that little P had some power, but them dollar signs had more power because that scat song took off and it was a hot song and it did really good, and he started to promote it, and that's what she did not like. And that's when we saw them get into it, you know, on, you know, last June on Twitter. And then, you know, the Rolling Loud thing happened like a month later in July. So it was just messy. In my opinion, honestly, it was something that they both did. But he did allude to Megan, you know, basically put in his name and shit. So he basically returned the favor by putting out this song. And so remember when last year it was announced that Jonathan and Tory had that song Scat, Megan downplayed it on Twitter and was like, oh, they been had that song. But she didn't think he was going to actually promote it because I guess they was having private conversations behind scenes because they had obviously smashed each other. And then we seen, you know, him promoting it and she started to feel some type of way. And, you know, that came the whole Twitter debacle and whatnot. So Megan definitely got to be careful with how she moving in this industry because sis is a little messy. I want her to win, but at some point she kind of stopped making her hard on herself, especially being painted as this opportunist. You know, fuck who you want, but be smart and keep it out the streets. That's why Carl called her that industry pass around, because she created that narrative for herself by being messy. You know, she been leaked to Tory, Jonathan, Moneybag, and Party, and G-Eazy all within like a year and a half or a year time span from 2019 to 2020. So let me know your thoughts on that below. The next topic I want to get into is fans calling out Maya the Don, because a recent interview she did, she expressed how she would like to collaborate with Nicki Minaj and how dope it would be. And in her, you know, viral song on TikTok, Telfie, she mentioned Nicki Minaj. Now, what's the problem, you may ask? If you know Maya the Don, you know, yeah, she may be talented to some and her song is starting to make a little noise. However, fans seem to think that she's another rap girl who wants to use Nicki Minaj for her own benefit. Why they believe so is because of this TikTok video.
Commenting on a creator's post on TikTok and saying you make videos from your bedroom to kind of shush them in a way is crazy, considering her husband can't take Papa Bear to school.
So I see some type of pattern here. Yeah, I know people's sentiments can change, but she did say this and she stood on this publicly as if that was how she felt. And if that's how she felt, then why would you want to collaborate with someone you feel this way about unless it's going to be to benefit you? These girls have nothing to speak on when it comes to Nicki Minaj as it pertains to her. They can't speak on her pen or her talent or her relevance. They can't speak on her impact, or, you know, they can't speak on anything about her. They deflect and start to bring up her child and her family. Like, Keep it about Nicki. If you're going at it with someone, keep it about them. Because when you start with these attacks on a family, that sounds like a personal issue. And also, I don't know where the narrative came from about Kenny not being able to be around kids. He had to register as a sex offender, not a child predator, not a child molester or a pedophile. Also, in most states, sex offenders only have restrictions and limitations if they are actively under parole or probation. He clearly has been around other people's kids. Other celebrities attended Papa Bear's first 2 parties, and Kenny was present. So stop saying he can't be around his own kids when you don't know what you're talking about. Just say you wanted to take a dig at Nicki because you feel some type of way and go on. Maybe you can collaborate with Cardi or Latto. Clearly, have plenty in common with them. And, people can say what they want about Barb's pulling receipts on these people who put on this facade like they fuck with the queen. But I think it just highlights people's true intentions, because that video she made was not that long ago. So why would I go out my way to collaborate with someone who has said these things about my husband but wants something from me later down the line? Nah, little baby, that's not how it works. Stand on that. But, let me know your thoughts on that below. So switching gears, another female rap girl who I believe is also fake as hell is Coi Leray. So Coi Leray posted some cryptic tweets yesterday, and this is what she had to say. I live in the studio. Literally past 2 months been studio. To which someone replied and said, then why can't you make good music? Is they trying to get into it? So Coi responded and said, check the chart stats, radios, and features. Which, baby, I done checked all that. It ain't really giving much, okay? You have 1 platinum record, which was just certified last month, and that was No More Parties, okay? You released that last January. All right, so check the charts. You saying check the charts. No More Parties was the highest performing song. Your debut album dropped 8 months ago and has yet to even go gold. You dropped a song last month that made no noise on the charts and is nowhere on the charts. Someone then tweeted Coil and said, drop a new single, please. To which Coil responded and said, man, I've been debating on dropping, but I need to handle some political shit first. Most of the shit behind the scenes, I keep off the scene like a real bitch should. So then she followed that up with, I smack bitches in real life. When it comes to the music industry, I came to inspire and make great music with great people. That's it. Now watch this. And this had people like, what you getting at, baby girl? Or better yet, who are you getting at is what I want to know. Because, baby, who is you smacking, Miss Girl? You throwing shots and being subliminal with somebody. This is my thing with these female rap girls. They've been on this whole beef thing since last month. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to need these girls to stop being P and come direct if they're going to put shit on the internet. Either be direct or address it in a song or something. But coming to the internet with this shit just gives attention-seeking energy and goddamn sympathy show chair. But, let me know your thoughts on that below. Next topic I want to get into is Lil Latte, aka Latto. And like I said in the last video, the Barbs ain't letting up on y'all bitch Lil Latte. They leaked whoever leaked 40 of her songs the other day on Twitter that she had in the vault. And Thursday, her For the Night verse leaked before it dropped yesterday, and it sounded exactly how I expected it to sound. The song was cool. As far as Latte's verse, it was just mid, okay, to me. And when I saw the music video, it just seemed like they decided to up and record the video because it was convenient. I don't feel like there was a big budget behind this video at all. And as far as Chloe is concerned, I just wish she dropped this song without a feature. If she absolutely just had to have a feature, and more specifically a rap girl feature, she should have got a more R&B type of rap chick like Dreezy or Lakia. I just don't think Latto meshed well on this record. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these rap girls who turn mainstream, the quality of their music starts to diminish as they start to rise within the industry and become mainstream. Like Latte's first album she dropped in 2020, Queen of the South, it was pretty good to me. Like I said, I bumped a few of the songs. I'm not gonna stunt, and I thought it was cool for Latte to get her recognition, because she was collaborating with Trina and Boosie and Gucci, so some veterans in the game. But ever since she dropped Big Energy last year, it's like her music has been shot to shit ever since, and that's because I guess her label wants to have a specific sound that they want to continue to push on her, to push for her. And she only started making noise when she did that pop record Big Energy, and it catalyzed when Mariah Carey got on the remix. And I personally feel like trap beats or more aggressive type beats with drums and bass fits Latto's sound and voice a little bit better. But It's Given, wasn't given for me. Wheelie wasn't given. Even though she put her nigga on that song, the whole 7/7 album wasn't really given for me. I did not like that album pretty much. It was a complete miss, compared to Queen of the South. And you know, you can go back and listen to my review on that album when she dropped it. I was a little bit disappointed. These writers, her label hiring is not doing it for me. But let me know what you thought of the verse if you heard the song. Like, now another topic I want to get into is Cardi B and Offset doing the capital M most, child. So first, Cardi had people perplexed the other day when she tweeted this: doing a verse don't stop me from doing an album. I literally do a verse in 1 hour. Now, I'm not really sure what prompted Cardi to tweet this. Maybe she was doing her usual thing and reading, entertaining, and responding to the comments of what the barbs and the general public has to say about her being almost 6 years mainstream with only 1 album, but steady want to hop on features and remixes. My thing is, of course, you can do a verse in 1 hour, okay? Notice she said she can do a verse in 1 hour. Notice how she did not say she can write a verse in 1 hour. There's a difference. All you got to do is read and just perfect, you know, your flow, delivery, and cadence, okay? That's it. That's not really much. Okay, so there's not really much that goes into it for you, because, you know, didn't last year when she dropped that song with DJ Khaled, she said it took her like, what, 2 days to write? Now when a fan responded and asked, you know, so what's stopping you, you know, asked her, you know, what's stopping her from, you know, doing the album, Cardi replied and said, I'm indecisive. I literally recorded about 60 songs the past couple years. I do what I want. Now, let me just say her first album dropped in 2018. So from the time your last album dropped to present day, you only recorded 60 songs. You know, Latto already had at least 40 songs alone that leaked on Twitter 6 years ago, okay? And 60 songs, no offense, that's not much. This is why I say music is not Cardi's passion. And if you have 60 songs, you have enough songs to put out some type of project for your fans. Don't even got to be an album. It could be a mixtape or an EP or something. Like, you sitting on this big BBL ass on 60 songs, knowing your fans is starving. Only thing you feeding them is Twitter rants and remixes, chat, okay? But, you know, y'all let me know your thoughts on that below. Now, speaking of Cardi B, I want to get into Offset threatening Ra Ali, who is the owner of the blog It's On Site, and, you know, a semi-enemy of Cardi B. Because, you know, since Ra was allegedly the one to put that knot on Bill Khalid's head when she tried to run up on the queen and didn't leave looking done up. Okay, so remember in my last video, I talked about how Cardi addressed and called out the way It's On Site captioned the post about Madonna and Cardi drama. Now, why Cardi up under the comments of a blog she know don't fuck with her and, you know, is beyond me, you don't see Nicki commenting under Hollywood Unlocked ran by Jason Lee hating ass, but, you know, I digress. So I guess this led Offbeat's balls dropping because, you know, he caught pussy when it was Chris Brown and Lil Baby when they had smoke for him. He ain't want no smoke, but he got smoke for a woman instead of men. Like, didn't Akbar just say not even a month ago he was threatening her in her DMs when her and Cardi got into it on Twitter? And it's like, girl, you already pled guilty to sending a man to beat up on women, and here you go, or looking like it at least, that, you know, your man is being sent to threaten this woman. So Offbeat hopped in Ra Ali's DMs, and this is the conversation that took place. So Offset threatened Ra by starting off by saying, "You better be safe, ho, I'ma catch your ass." And Ra responded and said, "You just see me at the VMAs and didn't do shit, P-word." To which Offset doubles down and says, "No reason to. I mind my business. Leave me alone, bruh. I'm a man. Do lady business." Like, nigga, you the one came over fucking with me. Nigga, what is you talking about? But anyways, Rob responded and said, "Nigga, suck my D." And period, because where was this energy for Chris Brown and Lil Baby, nigga? Now, Cardi tried to distract the general public by posting videos of her with a seemingly new face, in my opinion, looking like a new woman. So my thing is, this is what I be talking about, this performative shit. People act like they care about black women, but they don't, because you can't be selective about which ones you want to protect. Okay, we see heinous crimes about men attacking women, assaulting women, R-wording women all the time, and the comments are people who seem to be sickened and disgusted by the crimes against these women. But when Ra Ali exposes this puss in boots of a man threatening her, it's crickets, because it's Ra or what? This is a grown man, a public figure at that, threatening a woman. That's not concerning to nobody. This is why I can't respect Offbeat or Cardi. I already lost some respect for her when I found that she didn't write, and I'm a real hip-hop head, so that matters to me. And over the years, I lose more and more respect. You just pled guilty for that bartending incident that happened in 2018 and said you learned from your mistakes and that you so changed, but here your ass go being connected with men who are threatening women you take issue with. Given your history and the fact that you just pled guilty and claim to have modified or changed your behavior, him as your husband should know this won't reflect good on him, but more specifically that it damn sure won't reflect good on you, especially the way you love to stay in somebody's courthouse. So I just can't wait for the day Cardi and her man is finally held accountable for their actions, and especially Cardi, because I feel like she can get away with doing and saying just about anything, because she can just wish AIDS and death and misfortunes on people and then turn around and talk about God. Like, girl, stop. Offset is pussy. I said what I said. I believe Cardi put him up to this because, like I said, where was this energy for the niggas he was trying to, get at your ass? And honestly, I think Rod got some type of tea on them for them to be going this hard. But, let me know your thoughts below. My last topic I want to get into is Glorilla previewing new music on her Instagram. And, it's cool or whatever. If you heard it, let me know what you think. But personally, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really feeling it. I know Glorilla voice makes her stand out right now, but I honestly feel like it's a double-edged sword because I can also see people getting tired of her sound and her voice after a while because it kind of sounds redundant. After a while, it kind of makes her music sound the same. So far, all the singles she has released sound pretty similar. FNF was a kiki. Tomorrow was nice. Blessed was even cool. But it's like now, okay, kind of switch it up a little bit, Like, you don't got to be hard all the time. It's okay to show some type of vulnerability or something, At this point, I want to know who Gloria Hallelujah Woods is, okay? I think a lot of times these new artists forget to tap into that more vulnerable side because, in my opinion, that side is what gains you fans. They start to admire and respect your story and your come up and your hustle when they feel like, they know more about you as a person and an artist. Talking about ratchet shit all the time is only going to last so long before it gets played out. And that's just how I feel about it. But like I say, it's a cool song. I just want her to kind of switch it up a bit, especially since she's about to drop a project. Last thing she needs is for all them songs on that project to sound the same. Because at this point, she's trying to be like a female Yo Gotti to me. And, I already get kind of annoyed with a lot of his songs. So, let me know your thoughts on that. So remember, this is my commentary, my opinion. You can let me know yours below. I look forward to reading your thoughts. Don't forget to give this video that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Lounge with me on Instagram and Twitter at my handle Southern Tea, and that is with 2 A's at the end. I will see you in the next video.